guys, welcome back to another episode of Between the Beams. I'm Alex Maynard with the Gary Mercer team at Keller Realty, your Chester County realtor and lifestyle consultant. Back with another episode, your weekly historic home tidbit and Chester County market insight. Now, last week we talked a lot about the National Register, guys. And it's important that we go through this process together and we start with the very basics, right? The advantages and disadvantages, which we talked about the first episode. Then we moved into the national limitations and financial benefits. And now we're moving into the state level, and next week we'll jump down into more of a local level. So it's important for you guys to do your due diligence, whether you own a historic home or you're looking to purchase a historic home. You have to make sure that you cover all your bases before you get into a purchase, because you don't want to have all of these plans and then not be able to execute on your vision. Otherwise, what's the point of a plan? So this week we're going to talk a lot about the state historic preservation offices. Now, we spoke briefly upon this last week, and that is the National Park Service is really the one who governs the National Register. And the National Register, the federal program, really relies heavily upon the state historic preservation offices. Now, in Pennsylvania, we are a Commonwealth, and our state historic preservation office is actually governed, managed, and really run by the Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission. Now, I have to tell you what, once I first started diving into all of this information, and it was pretty recent, I had no idea how many resources we had in our state. So I'll be sure to post a link. You guys can definitely take a look. There are about 3 different websites, 3 different offshoots of the Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission website, where you can really take a look and see how has the landscape changed in Pennsylvania over the past couple of hundred years. So what is really the primary role and reason for the State Historic Preservation Office? Well, really, it's to make sure that you're covering all of your bases, you're doing your due diligence, and you're seeing if there are any state programs that are available to assist with whether it's revitalization or just financial benefits, such as, I don't know, maybe like an Act 319. We'll jump ahead with that probably a couple episodes down the road. But let's jump into today. What really does the State Historic Preservation Office do? They definitely help with the nomination process to be placed onto the National Register, but what else do they do? I think to best describe the PHMC, the Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission, I think that it's important that we maybe take a look at the website and see what is the mission, what is the vision, what are the core values, right? With any organization, I think that it's extremely important to take a look at those, because that's going to give you a really good understanding of what is the purpose behind this particular program, this particular organization, or governing body. Now, the mission, the PHMC works in partnership with others to preserve the Commonwealth's natural and cultural heritage as a steward, teacher, and advocate for the people of Pennsylvania and the nation. So 2 things that really stick out to me: preservation and education, right? And their vision, which, guys, this is so incredible to see. There's actually a vision that's forecasted out until 2023. I'll be sure to include the details on my post with that. Really great information and some awesome nuggets. But really the vision, it's to enrich people's lives by helping them to understand Pennsylvania's past, to appreciate the present, and to embrace the future. Now, back in 2016, I believe that we actually celebrated 50 years of the Preservation Act, which really created all of these state historic preservation offices. So I think that that's really, really awesome. And diversity, equity, inclusion is huge to the commission. So let's go through maybe 7 of their core impacts, and I think that that's gonna shed a lot of light as to what the primary purpose of the PHMC is. So we collect, safeguard, and share our state's most treasured documents and objects. So probably personal items, whether it's gonna be deeds or boundary maps, things like that. We teach Pennsylvania history to children and adults because informed citizens are the bedrock of democracy. Absolutely. You have to know where we were and know where we're going, right? We promote economic development by protecting and repurposing Pennsylvania's historic buildings. I absolutely love that. My father, near and dear to my heart, he actually has worked with the military in preserving and really converting a lot of older buildings, and there's a lot that goes into it. We help create vital places to live and work by protecting the uniqueness of Pennsylvania's distinctive communities. So probably that incorporation, that inclusion. You'll see some conservancy neighborhoods, conservancy communities where they actually protect, the original homestead or the original farmhouse, which I love, especially right over here in Cheney, right near Cheney University. There's one right over there. We save tax dollars by helping state and local governments manage the records efficiently. We also protect basic legal rights of Pennsylvanians by safeguarding property and legislative documents, and we attract tourists to Pennsylvania's historic sites and museums. Guys, what is the purpose of tourism? The purpose of tourism really is to educate, cultivate community, and also attract to stimulate the economy, right? So that's a glimpse into the purpose, objective, and duties of the PHMC. We understand what the purpose and the objective is for the PHMC, but what really is the purpose for a consumer like you or a consumer like me who's looking for additional information on historic homes? Well, I do want to share with you that there are a number of grants and tax benefits that are available. So definitely check out the PHMC website. You're more than welcome to go through those. I'll share a link here, and those are forever changing and forever updating. I'm not gonna reference any off the top of my head right here. I want you to explore, make yourself familiar, get comfortable with all of the resources that are out there. That's my purpose, that's my mission of creating this mini series, is to inform you as a consumer as to where you can find this valuable information. Now, another great place to take a look at on the PHMC website, there's a blog. I love the blog, and I love the heritage, because that's what it's all about. It's called the Pennsylvania Heritage, and the Pennsylvania Heritage brings to life the compelling saga of Pennsylvania history through diverse, insightful stories spanning all periods from ancient to contemporary by leading authors in their fields. So I've been taking a look, scrolling through. I have my computer right here, and I'm just taking a look. There are some awesome interviews and just amazing stories all about our Commonwealth. So guys, that is our episode today. I really just wanted to guide you and direct you to a plethora of resources. And as always, I am a great resource for you. If you are looking to buy or sell a home or invest in real estate in Chester County or the surrounding areas and internationally, I'm blessed in the fact that I have 3 generations behind me. I have a amazing support system and incredible team that I work with on a daily basis. We were actually just ranked number 21 in Keller Williams across the globe, guys. So love to be a resource for you. Reach on out to me if you have plans, or even if you're like debating on whether it would make sense for you to move right now or not. I'd love to just have that really casual conversation, and then we can put a plan in place. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in Between the Beams. Until next time, love you lots.